Everybody, we're back and we are up with the match of MoR3b and MrTomek, and this is going to be quite interesting one because it is actually a half final, so the things are getting real, you know? The players are getting closer and closer to the actual prizes, and we can see some of the nerfs, maybe some of the mistakes coming up. Oh, I don't think they are really going to be so stressed, but we'll see how it turns out. So as we see, it is a game of Odd Rogue versus Clone Priest, which is of course a really good situation for Odd Rogue right now. And
yeah, it's probably the last time we see the Odd Rogue in the tourneys.
Yeah, probably because of the upcoming patch and the upcoming nerfs that are coming. And to be honest, MrTomek has quite a good start, because getting that headclimb attack early in the game while having 2 stacks of your weapon ready is quite a big thing and quite a hard thing to deal with when you're a priest. And when you're a priest in this situation. Because as we can see, he played Gargoyle, which is of course going to be cleared by a weapon. And next turn, maybe he can of course do Hysteria and pray that everything will be cleaned. But I wouldn't be so sure about that happening, even more because that Cold Blood actually is played right now, which is going to mess up anything that... Oh, actually no, there is a way that Hysteria clears everything. When hedge gangs attack each other at the beginning of the Hysteria, then the one that survives is gonna attack the Firefly and everything is gonna die. And I actually think that is the thing that MoR3b has to do right now.
Yeah, even though if it survives, he can Holy Smite it in the next turn.
Yeah, or even in this turn, because he got 2 coins, right?
Oh yeah, right.
So he just has to go for it, I guess. No matter what happens, that is the only play. The only play that keeps him alive till turn 5. And it went perfectly, so... MoR3b stalls the game for a second longer. The only thing that Tomek can do is just play a Firefly and the weapon, which is doing like nothing.
He's got Mirror on the hands.
Yeah.
That might be helpful.
Mirror and Leroy. So he's got tons of damage on his hand. And MoR3b is not drawing into anything useful. Of course he's got the Scream in his hands. And he's got Spellstones slowly stacking on. But that does not do a lot of stuff, to be honest. You just need minions. You need stuff that summons your minions. Stuff like Shadow Essence or maybe like even Xerax. But I don't know if he can survive till that moment. And look at that, MrTomek actually drew into Leroy plus Cold Blood. So he is going to have 10 damage next turn if he wants to push. But he will most likely just use his passive and then play some minions.
Fledgling is pretty good.
Fledgling or like these 1 mana minions are also good, because they kind of force your enemy to use a Psychic Scream, so you do not get your fatigue anymore. What if MoR3b actually Spirit Lashes here? Does it help anyhow? He could Eternal Servitude, which is going to summon a Gargoyle. Then maybe Spirit Lash and coin plus heal for 2.
Lich King doesn't really help because of that Vile Spine Slayer.
Yeah. I think the only way for him to survive... Wait, Psychic Scream doesn't even make him stay alive. Because MrTomek has Leroy plus Cold Blood, so that is a game, right? Yep. No, he's 1 damage off, wait. Yeah,
he's
1 damage off.
No, he's not.
No, never mind, he's 1 damage above. Okay. As a first game, quite a quick one because I guess it was Oddroad versus Clone Priest, so wasn't Clone Priest due, to be honest. 1-2 for Tomek. And he has to... And he decides to pick a Hunter right now. Which is also a second quite aggressive deck, which he is kinda sure he can win with a Clone Priest, I guess.
It depends on the draws.
Yeah, and with these draws, I mean they are like okay-ish, right? You most likely aim for the Dire Maul and like maybe Crackling Razor Maul, but Spring Bow and some secrets plus Spellstone is like lower version of quick aggro play. And of course, MoR3b doesn't have a Hysteria for now, which is going to be really useful on a 4th turn or 5th turn. So I think he might even Shadow Visions, just to try to find Hysteria as fast as possible. Of course there are like lots of other spells that may be useless right now to find from Shadow Visions, but I do not think you can wait. Yeah. And he finds Psychic Scream. Yeah, that is the only option you can choose right there, but of course not as helpful as Mass Hysteria. So he is gonna have a big time and big trouble trying to survive next turns, I guess. And as we can see, Tomek found Rexar right now, so dependent on how the game will go, I actually think the Rexar might be useful. And of course he's just gonna start playing some secrets just to stack up that Spellstone for a 4th or possibly 5th turn. And Gargoyle is such a good draw right now for MoR3b.
Flanking strike turn 4.
So he, of course, decided not to play Spellstone on turn 4 with coin. But I guess he's expecting MoR3b to have Hysteria. Of course you do expect a priest to have it. Because that's actually the case that mostly happens, for example, to me when I play a hunter. And what do you do right now? Do you just play your secrets, or do you just use your
he
hero
decided
power?
to upgrade it, okay.
Yeah, I guess you just risk it or lose the game pretty much. Although you can see that it is a turn 5 right now, so even if he plays a Spellstone, Priest can just coin and Psychic Scream, which is going to hurt a lot. It is gonna be really crucial right now because the Psychic Scream gives MrTomek 4 dead wolves that do not do anything into his deck. He's got pretty weird cards on his hand right now. He's got 2 portraits, but I don't
he
think...
didn't draw wolves, nice.
Yeah, that's lucky. And yeah, he just has to start playing minions. And I think Divine Shield or Summon 2 plants is a choice right here. But probably Divine Shield. Okay, he goes with the plants. Doesn't really make a big difference. And I think MoR3b is just going to start preparing the kill, because he's pretty okay with HP right now. He doesn't really have to care a lot about losing HP. Plus, he's got that Ziliax on his hand. Of course, he knows that one of the secrets has to be a freezing trap, because you just have to expect that. Wow, and he just wants to stack the hyenas. He just doesn't want to kill command the elemental.
It's not even scared of the scream.
Yeah, I mean, your opponent already used 1 scream, so Not everybody would expect him to have one more, but yeah, unluckily for Tomek, yeah, he's got one more. What do you do now? Do you just Rexer and craft? Yeah. He of course saw that one of the psychic streams was from the Shadow Visions, so he's surely expecting one more inside of the MoR3b deck. And he built an Owl with Poisonous and Rush. Which... yeah...
All for the Ziliax? For what?
I'm not sure. That's because... well, Clown Priest wants his minions to die, right? So if you silence one of these minions to make it useless on the board, you do not really want to Poisonous Rush and kill it anyways. And it is actually the case that is going to happen, I think, right here, so... quite a weird choice of choosing the beast, but I guess he may not have other option. And he chooses not to attack, which is quite interesting, let's say.
Oh, he's got the freezing trap.
Yeah, because of the freezing trap. So yeah, maybe a good bait. Maybe he wanted MoR3b to fall into the trap and like make his Malygos 11 mana, which would be unplayable for the rest of the game, but unfortunately doesn't happen. MoR3b of course sees the play, and I think he can just revive his Malygos right now. Yeah. And now Tomek is starting to have a big trouble, because you have to get rid of that. Wow, that's actually a risky play right now, because he stopped crafting any beasts, and he will not be able to do it anymore throughout the whole match. There are not a lot of spells, so yeah, that's all. Summoning 4 wolves. And all that MoR3b needs right now is just pretty much a Mind Blast to kill his enemy.
He's probably just gonna go for the Resurrect. Or
Yeah, he could just use the... not the upgraded Spellstone, but like lesser Spellstone. Just to make like some aggro, but not waste summoning all of your minions. I guess there are quite a few possibilities. Or he just may go for Ziliax and attack, just to pop that freezing trap, but I don't think it's gonna happen. He's gonna lose too much HP, but then...
yeah, it would be too slow. Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess he decides not to attack then, right? Yeah. Which is a play that is vulnerable to kill command plus passive from Zul'jin, of course. But I guess he just wanted to risk it. That's a Huffer. Huffer hurts right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for more.
Let's see if Tomek actually sees the possibility not to heal him. Actually, maybe he wants him to heal, because that's only for 3 damage to heal, not a lot. Yeah, I think not using kill command on the Ziliax was a better idea. Way better than kill commanding and passive. And that is quite a lot of damage to MoR3b face. And that is still not the kill. He doesn't have anything that would make him able to actually OTK the enemy. And I think he doesn't have anything to actually stay alive also. He can summon...
he can summon Ziliax.
Yeah.
But it's still the freezing trap, right?
Yeah, there is still a freezing trap.
So he would need to reverse his Malygos to...
yeah, and then heal. Which still may not be enough to survive like more than 2 turns.
Yeah.
If he finds a possibility to stay alive for next turn, I am not sure what he
He's
wants to do.
forced to use the Holy Smite, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Probably, yeah. Without that, I don't think he stays alive. So he probably Valence, then Holy Smites Hopper and healed himself for 4. Quite interesting. I am not sure if he had time to heal. Did
He didn't.
he? He didn't,
Okay.
wow. And is he dead because of that? No, it's 1 of lethal, right? 6 plus... It's 14 damage, no.
It's 4 of lethal.
Yeah, he doesn't have lethal.
Oh
But
wait,
yeah.
no, he has a kill command.
Yeah, but that does
Oh,
still
oh,
doesn't
the
change
Zilliax.
anything.
Killing.
If he kill commands plus passives the Zilliax, then he can deal like 12 damage, but that's 4 of lethal, which is surely not enough against the priest who can heal a lot, of course. And these 2 Maligoses, man, if he just draws 1 spell that can deal damage to his opponent's face, this is gonna be a GG straight up.
I think he has to go face.
Most likely. Or maybe he can kill the Radiant Elemental? No, he decides not to, okay. Explosive Trap is not gonna get popped, I think, so... Not really a big difference. And do you kill command anything? No, probably not.
Ooh.
Scream is not useful at all. Okay, now he can play with the traps a little bit. There is a Wandering Monster, Freezing, and Explosive, so 2 of them are only activated if enemy hits his face. Of course you pop that with Freezing. And then you actually can start working with the board. But I actually think he will still be forced to use his second Spellstone. Because if you use your second Spellstone right now, you get Zilliax, you get 1 more Malygos. Yeah, this is gonna be a big board. And he may even not need... He may not need spells to win the game, he may win the game with the board alone. These minions are huge. Well, I haven't seen 3 Malygoses on the board for quite some time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, if he draws...
Second kill command would be great right now. It would
Yeah, that
be
would be
actually
lethal.
really lethal.
And I think he knows that it is his only chance. But Mind Blast comes from the top, and this is a perfect OTK. Does he not see it, or what?
He sees it, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Not all who wander are lost.
Top deck of Mind
Gee.
Blast was really good. Okay, so there it is, 1-1.
It's quite often.
Fight with honor.
Like, people are getting these Shivalas out of...
20 cards or something.
Yeah.
I actually forgot that MoR3b is the player who is playing the weird Mechano Egg Death Rattle Control Paladin deck. So this game is still about to be played. He has to play the Paladin soon. And I'm looking at MoR3b's hand right now, and there is not a lot of potential. When you're playing against Shivala OTK Paladin, you have to have a good aggro start to start things up, like make your enemy lose health quickly. These 2 Spellstones, they may be really useful.
Yeah, he just needs to draw the second trap.
Yeah, if he draws a second trap now, that's gonna be more than perfect for him. Like double secret, then next turn spellstone and next turn spellstone. That would be like really, really powerful.
The light dims.
But look at Mr.
On the
Tomek.
other hand, he has a wildfire mask and consecration on turn C.
He's got 2 consecrations, he got equality, wildfire master, pretty much everything that you would ever need to clear the board a few times in a row. Yeah, on his hand he's got pretty much 2 consistent turns of clearing the board easily. And he plays Blessing of Wisdom, which is the first time I see this card, to be honest. which sounds pretty strong if I... Yeah, this card looks amazing. But wait, your enemy has Freezing Trap. Okay, that's...
That was a mistake.
Yeah, it was a
that
mistake
was
indeed.
mistake indeed. Yeah.
But we
Alright. You know what? What if that was the most baiting play you could ever do? What if he actually expected enemy to play Spellstones and he wanted to bait it? That would be a mind games.
Yeah.
But not gonna happen. I think that's a really good idea from MoR3b to not play Spellstones yet. I think he's expecting Tomek to have some of the clearing spells on his hand already, because he drew quite a lot of cards.
Yeah, but he can't he can't force him to throw them out.
Yeah, I guess so. You just have to go for these Spellstones.
Won't play it.
Subject would be okay right now, because you make space by using Dynamo. Yeah, this actually is a pretty cool play for me, because I feel like right now Tomek has to use something to clear. Then MoR3b can play Secret plus 4 wolves. Then enemy clears it again. And then you have 4 another wolves, right? So that may be quite useful, but I don't think Tomek is clearing right now. It doesn't seem like that, or maybe he...
Yeah, but he can clear them wolves and then he can also clean the second wolves because of the quality pyromancer, right?
Yeah, I guess so. And he got both of the equalities, both of the consecrations and the wild pyromancer.
Yeah, he's got all the answers.
And 2 timers out, so 1 is gonna be used, because just why not? That buys you 1 more turn and makes your enemy do nothing. What do you even do on your MoR3b right now? Do you play anything, or do you play Rexor maybe?
I think he's gotta play Rexar. He needs to craft.
He's got 10 cards.
Yeah, but there are mostly secrets, so he can draw right now.
This is a pretty bad spot for MoR3b, I feel like. Because you cannot play minions. You know that your enemy obviously has answers. If it was turn 8, he could Rexor and then craft, which could of course overdraw him, but he doesn't care, he wants the big minions. Of course the clearing turn comes now.
Maybe Holy Wrath win next turn. Who knows?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't actually do that.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, 33 health for
Safe
MoR3b
spot.
spot right now, yeah. So what, do you play your first Spellstone right now and then Spring Pow to kill the 1-1? I guess you do. And then your enemy kills it with something.
Job's done.
Maybe like Equality Consecration. And then you have another Spellstone, and then you're in a kinda good spot, I think, maybe. So I guess he clears it.
Maybe double consecration.
Yeah, and then wait
And
for
wait
another
for-
Pyromancer.
Or just Holy Rough.
Or
Okay.
yeah, Holy Rough Face. Why not? He kicks 4. With Prismatic Lens, which is a good draw right now. I like that draw right now. It gives you 2 free cards, which are not changed anyhow by how the mechanics of Prismatic Lens works, so... And of course, he just starts crafting. But what does he even choose right now?
Lifesteal Rush, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good because he needs to stay at 30 life,
yeah,
no
yeah.
matter what.
Tomek again has lots of options. He decides to clear, I think, this turn. And wow, look at that. MoR3b is in a pretty okay spot. He can use another Spellstone right here, summon 4 more wolves. Then enemy may find a way to kill it somehow. And then you just Zul'jin. And you get another board of
Kill
full of
commands
wolves.
right now? Or Master's Call?
I am not sure. Maybe he uses secrets. Because he's
He
preparing...
can Master's Call.
Yeah. Maybe he just... Yeah, builds Beast, then maybe plays a secret. I would choose a Night Prowler, I think, with something else, because Night Prowler is kind of good against Paladin. He decides to pick... Okay. Okay, I guess he's just trying to make as much beasts on the board as possible. Holy Wrath, onto the Hydra. Oh, okay.
Oh wait,
Snipe. The
nice.
Snipe is such a good card right now, wow. I guess he
Oh,
forgot
but
about it, yeah, but he
Where
drew,
is the Pyromancer?
he drew
Okay.
both Shivala and the Pyromancer. So he will surely start preparing to kill MoR3b right now. If he draws a character, a portrait, this is gonna be amazing for him. MoR3b should use a Wandering Monster surely, because yeah, that's what he does. Because if Paladin draws portraits and hits you with the face, then you're in the range of Holy Wrath, which kills you instantly. So you just have to find a way to stay alive with full HP, and then maybe even use Zul'jin to get 5 more HP. These 5 HP are actually gonna be quite a big difference in this matchup. The sad thing for MoR3b is that his minions are going to die in this turn, probably. And enemy has only 4 cards left in his deck. Which means he's slowly getting to the point where he can die.
I think that Lifesteal would be better right now.
Probably,
Because he's
yeah.
losing 2 HP.
And
He's vulnerable to
range.
Shivala.
What do you do now? Zul'jin? Or just that? Yeah, he's still not in the range of getting killed this turn, I think. I may be wrong. I mean, Tomek can just go for RNG.
He may craft Lifesteal now and then go for Zul'jin.
No.
Oh, man.
Unluckily, he doesn't find anything with lifesteal, so... So he just chose to play with that instead. Okay, that's always some damage to the face, you know? You have to think of how to win the game, not how to not die next turn.
He's got 2 kill commands. So
Well,
that
is
pretty
he
good.
going for it? Is he going for the 25% kill? Or he may just go Shivala, then Zola the Gordon. Oh, okay, that's a card draw, nice. That is a good way to draw cards. And he heals a lot.
And he's gonna use the Prismatic Lens. So it's gonna draw him 2 cards possibly.
Yeah. I'm quite curious of what can MoR3b do to win the game right now. Because his enemy is gonna start healing a lot. He finds another copy of Baleful Bunker. And I think he's safe to use one already.
Move quickly.
Yeah,
Or he could just Prismatic Lens to get rid of his cards. Okay, he's pretty much stacking Shivalak everywhere.
It's time to test your metal.
Yeah, not only he heals a lot,
I'm almost out of cards.
yeah, the point is that Tomek knows that MoR3b cannot clear this board. If he could, with the bat, with Poisonous and Charge, or like Rush, then he would be still dead. No, never mind, because of 25 HP point. So I guess there is no
he
option for
needs to
MoR3b.
craft, I think. But craft into what?
What can he craft though?
Like Rush Lifesteal. That kills the Shirvala.
Okay, if he found a Hydra with Poisonous and Rush, he could kill 2 Shivalas and a Zola and clear Bunker with Emperor Cobra. Then he would still be on 25 HP and he's dead. I don't think there is a way to win this match. I think MrTomek has it in his bag 100%.
If he crafted the Lifesteal though, wouldn't he? I mean the Rush with the Lifesteal that kills the Shirvala.
That is a pretty hard thing to find, isn't it?
To test your
Yeah, it is indeed, but
Yeah,
only it could save.
yeah, that's what I think as well. He could have just crafted probably, and I don't know,
I'm out of cards.
prayed to find something there, but yeah. Tomek goes to the lead 2-1. So even if he wins this game, they have to play the
I
mirror
will
matchup.
fight with honor.
But I think Tomek's start isn't so good actually. It may somehow work. Because you got secrets, you got a guy that draws you more secrets. You got 2 things, which is bow and a spellstone that buffs off your secrets. Okay, that actually may be a good start. Good starting hand.
Reporting for duty.
And the kill command, which of course doesn't do much for now, but may be useful against some of Paladin's big minions.
Out of my jungle.
Wow, these are 2 mechs, and I am not sure if you choose a mech or just a powerful Primordial Drake. Yeah, because if he chose a mech, then he could magnetic it with Anaya module. Wait, was it just a top decked second trap from MrTomek?
Yep.
Okay, that is a pretty good start for him. Then the options rise, and there are more of them. Because he can either coin Spellstone or like Eagle Horn something maybe, possibly. But I think you just coin and Spellstone. You don't know that your enemy has Wild Pyromancer and Consecration, but you have to risk it.
Yeah, but you may expect it though.
Let me think.
Or if he plays the Wild Pyromancer here, which would be actually surprising thing to do, but he was looking at this card a second ago, so that may tell us something, but I do not think. Actually, is he baiting me or what? Is he playing jokes on me? He's actually thinking of it, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so now Tomek is sure that there is a Pyromancer. And he could just kill command it to be sure that there is no wild pyromancer. But isn't it too slow though? Do you play Spellstone anyways? Wow. That is a controversial thing to do, I would say. Actually,
Yeah, I think the bad one.
I mean, the only thing that stays alive after consecration is the taunt and wild pyromancer. And there is still explosive trap and wandering monster, so I think Tomek kind of stabilizes after that play. Depends if MoR3b attacks now or not. He didn't, so that's a tough situation
Yeah, but
right now.
he gave away the 4 wolves that
Yeah.
he could resist.
What does he do now though? Spike stealing the taunt would be quite okay, because he kills the wolf, he's got a big taunt that is gonna summon another taunt. Another stone heal is also a possibility. And then what if you stone heal and think master, so you get your 5/5 on the board, right?
Or 1-1, right? Well,
Well, the last time we saw him play this deck, it was a 5/5, so.
Let me think.
But of course, he goes for a safe play now, and he doesn't attack. Okay, never mind, he does. Another Spellstone for Tomek right now.
and subject 9.
Yeah, just to prepare. And he draws 4 secrets, which is perfect, because he doesn't overdraw next turn then. This is actually going pretty good for Tomek. Now he needs to find, I guess, a portrait as fast as he can. Because the portrait is going to be a big difference right now. Pretty much any of them. Both Rexstar and Zul'jin are good to find. And I think he just attacked with his town to see the secrets, yeah. A 3/3, that is a okay minion, I guess.
And the Stonehill Defender is left at the 1 HP. That is, I don't know.
Wow, Omega
My-
Defender
oh.
actually. That is a interesting choice. Wow, he just finds a Rexar. 1 out of 16 and he gets it. This is pretty lucky for him. And he can start building the beasts soon. Oh wow. The draws. The draws from both of these players are just super good right now. And Obliterate is it useful at any point against a Secret Hunter? I think Death and Decay would be like the best thing you could possibly choose. But yeah, Obliterate may be good against Huffer, I guess. But I'm not sure what do you choose here. Maybe Health so it stays alive on 1 HP? Or Plants?
Yeah, plants would be better, I think.
I mean, you of course don't know about Primordial Drake on the opponent's side, but... Not gonna lie, when I'm looking at MoR3b's hand right now, I feel like he's got answers to everything. He's got so many choices what to do. He's got quite a few ways to kill big minions. He's got lots of ways to kill small minions from the board. I think this game could have not gone better than it is right now. He can start killing his enemy because of the board pressure and the egg with Divine Shield and with Talons. That's so strong. MrTomek has to find some way to get rid of the egg. I don't know, maybe like a silence or something, but as we can see, he doesn't find it. The only thing is just poisonous, which is okay. He's got so many things to do again. Like, he could just easily Sunkeeper Tarim and hit face with everything. And I think he's thinking about it. He could play Hydrologist, then passive, and then Tarim. And make his board just gigantic, minion board of 3/3s. And of course hit face. With everything. Which is possibly a kill next turn, right? I don't see any other place, to be honest. I think this is the best way. Why doesn't he reinforce at the first? Okay. He wants to use that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good one.
Yeah. It automatically saves him from that stealth poisonous minion that there is on the board. He found the silence, alright. That's not gonna change a lot, actually. But he has to use it probably on the egg, because on what else? And then kill command to kill something. He's in such a bad spot right now. That is a good move to check this secret with your face at the beginning, but right now he's
Yeah,
one
but it
damage.
also kills you.
Yeah. I mean, he still stays alive, right? If he kills commands one of the minions. But he's so close to death. Now again, as I said, MoR3b has... The deck that he's playing has so many choices all the time. He could play auto defense, Matrix again, with like Omega Defender to make it unkillable.
Ready to glow!
And he may even clear the minion with Obliterate, because why not, just to hit more damage to the face. Or maybe he even doesn't have to, I don't know, that's dependent on him. Doesn't change a lot. His board is just gigantic. And I think this is game. There is... I don't see any ways for him to stay alive. Yeah. And look at his hands. 4 secrets and a spellstone that he could not play at any point of the game because of the paladin's aggro on the board. The deck is so interesting. And it's surely working.
And it surely counters the hunter.
Wait, he just drew lethal, right? Yeah.
Nice, GG.
Yeah, so we are gonna go to the final game right now. Secret Hunter at any point of their lives, I think knows how it feels to play a mirror matchup. He's such a hard game to go through, and you
Yeah,
have to...
mulligan dependent.
The mulligan, the secrets you draw, your situation, whether you want to draw more cards or whether you want to play aggro and try to kill your enemy faster. All these decisions, like small things, change a lot. And both of these players have actually quite okay mulligans at the beginning of the game. Of course, Tomek doesn't have the Iron Maul, but he's got Crackling Razor Maul, of course. And both of them top deck Wandering Monsters, yeah. Both of them top deck Wandering Monsters. +1/+1 is okay, why not? It makes your Springpole stay alive. And then, as we said a second earlier, MoR3b has like tons of decision right now. Hyena is probably not the case, because it just dies.
Animal Companion is pretty good, as well as Kill Command.
Yeah, Animal Companion is pretty RNG, but it is good, mostly.
To my side.
And, yeah,
Yeah, pretty good.
Lyric is pretty okay.
Actually,
It is the
it
best.
was the best choice, yeah.
Because Hathor Puffer, which we all of course love, would have been like the worst thing ever. But yeah,
Oh,
I think he may be scared of seeing Hyena plus Lynx. That may be the reason why he did that. But yeah, we reacted differently, of course, because we know that Tomek doesn't have Hyena on his hand, but that was surely a controversial play. So now you either kill Commander or Monster, but yeah, Monster is just way better.
for 7 coming.
Glory to the
Wow.
Samurai.
That's a pretty good card. Forces Tomek to use one more card, get rid of it from the board. And we can see that
MoR3b
He's-
just lost control of the board.
yeah, and it is such a close game. Wow, I cannot believe how these games are always close. Because no, both of the players are hardly forced to play some cards from their hand, but they do not have a lot of choices. I think Spellstone is actually a cool card right now.
Even 2 wolves are pretty good.
Yeah, 2 wolves change a lot right now in this place. But when he sees the Venom Strike,
He's probably gonna play the Lynx to kill the Hyena.
is
Or
he
maybe
low?
Lynx plus Crackling.
Maybe, yeah, maybe what he has to do. Just to get something on the board, as I said. Yeah. +1, +1. Was there any better choice than +1/+1? I don't think so. Right?
Nah, there was plus attack and
Now what
some-
comes out of this one? Wow, okay. 2/1/2 elementals are actually quite good. This is like something to the board that can actually shake up this match, which is quite funny because they are just flame elementals, right? Is he
kill
actually?
command into Crackling. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to hit like anything on the board. And which is the thing that is really sad for Tomek is that he cannot play Tundra Rhino because of the poisonous minion that is still alive on the board. And he's just forced to play 2 wolves. Which is okay. Always does
Both
something.
of the players have Zul'jin now. So that's quite interesting.
I am not sure who played more spells, to be honest. They both played 1 secret, right? No,
I
MoR3b
think
played
that
2.
MrTomek played more spells. Or actually, wait a second.
I think it's kind of the same because MoR3b used one more secret and he used animal companions, but Tomek used a spellstone, so it's gonna be like kind of the same Zul'jin, I guess.
Tomek used Kill Command, Spellstone, and Wandering. And MoR3b used 2 Kill Commands and an Animal Command. Oh, and a secret. Venom Strike Trap to be exact.
Yeah. So, okay, that is a really good draw right now. Master Skull is like the best. I guess he's expecting Explosive Trap to be the one that is on right now. And he has to, check it before doing anything else. But the cards he just drew, they are so strong. Subject 9 is gonna be played soon, surely. The Hyena, the 1-drop, yeah. The Master Skull get him into the big advantage right now. Flanking Strike is also good. Like, this match is so close. It's gonna be dependent on pretty much Zul'jin's and how it all turns out. Pretty small decisions are gonna change a lot. And another Master Skull for Tomek that is like perfect for him. Yeah, he should just play a secret and go face. Now, Zul'jins are gonna start appearing in 2 turns. And the fact that Tomek just drew all of his secrets and he can activate them next turn, all of them, is, I think, gonna change the pace of this match a lot.
But I don't think that MoR3b is gonna activate them, so... I mean,
if you don't, then you die in few turns.
well,
No.
that is true, but he may not have anything to activate them.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to see now. MoR3b can just things and kill command, I guess. Or maybe not even kill command. But I would do it, surely. Because you want to get rid of that spells from your hand. And slowly start preparing them for your RNG race with Zul'jin. But he doesn't have any draws on his hand, while Tomek just drew into not only Master's Call, but then another Master's Call, and then a Subject 9. And the Rhino cannot be contested right now by MoR3b, so it's just falling more and more behind with every turn.
And Tomek is gonna play the Zul'jin first, so it may be really like
Yeah, it may change that. I don't know. I don't like playing Zul'jin first. I always feel like when I play Zul'jin first, somehow his Zul'jin summons more stuff and my kills my own stuff, and I feel like I'm falling behind because I do that.
Yeah, and when I summon Zul'jin, my Zul'jin will just kill with hitting my kill commands into my face.
Yeah, that happens quite often too. But I guess the thing with Zul'jin is that... Oh wait, he's got Zul'jin with Tundra Rhino on his board.
Oh, and Tundra Rhino leave.
And I think one of the spells kills Elemental, which is more than perfect. Because you got more space for other beasts. Yeah. I do not think there is a card for MoR3b that can save him right now. Even though Tomek didn't play a lot of minion summoning spells this game. Now we have to see like perfect kill commands into the minions. Okay, into the enemy face isn't the place, surely. Another kill command into your face, so... Not the best Zul'jin.
Okay, it's not really bad too.
I mean, he's dead, isn't he?
No, it's wondering.
He's not. Yeah, if he's not, then he's going to be soon. That's how I feel like. Look at MrTomek1's hand. Like, he's got his Eagle Horn bow. He's got Berserker Throne now that he used Zul'jin. He can use Animal Companion. There is a lot of damage, and he's got 10 mana. And is a Huffer.
And
It's just straight up GG, yeah. He's just throwing the cards like crazy. Yeah, he's got more than enough damage, like 5 damage overkill probably. Or even more. No, 4 damage, okay, 4 damage overkill. GG's. Tomek goes to the final, actually. That is the first finalist that we can see.